Okay, well, folks, welcome. This is Spoon TV live here at the Gardnerville Junction where we are right now. An eviction of marketers are expected on the way on this property. Marketers are crying, according to them. They have been here for so many years, and many of them use this area to feed their family, to have their businesses here, to do their businesses and all of that. So we are here, as you can see, several marketers, women and children, businessmen and women. They are here, and this is the front hand loader that has come to evade people from here, and we are hoping to see what's going to happen. We have several of them. They will be speaking to us here live from Gardnerville Junction. We will hear from them what exactly happening here, whether they were notified before this evasion and all of that. So welcome if you are just joining us. This is Spoon TV. My name is Strokon Flammer. I'm here with Soko Conan and also Ada Reese, and we are bringing you this live chat here on Spoon TV. Welcome to Spoon TV.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning. And
just
I'm David Zevani, the chairman for the Petit Trader at Gardnerville Junction. We have been here over the past time. We see how best that our parents and our brothers and sisters can survive from here because there is no job. Yeah, Liberians are actually living actual poverty. The country is hard now. But then we're here, we're not here free. We're here, we pay rent to government. We pay to commissioner. Majority of the people here, they have received. The township can make sure the township commissioner can find means to see how best to find a late table spot, wheelbarrow spot. When they give you that area, sometimes they call the amount that you're supposed to pay. For that, you pay that money, and then you will start selling. In 2019, when Honorable Koji came here, he decided to remove us from here. But because of the masses, he felt sorry for all he said, but then we have to see how best to restructure the market here because most of the parents here need to survive. And some of them are surviving on their lay one or two businesses. So from there, they talk to here, Commissioner have meeting, and then we form MOU to see how best that we can be protected to live here in peace. Since that time, we've been here, we've been selling. We've been selling peacefully. We've been doing our business, and people have been surviving from the market, sending their children to school, sending, getting their food money and things from here. But then, unfortunately, the lady who had the land here, who had the yellow oyster building, she said that she wanted a portion of the area, which we went to commissioner, and then they draw a demarcation. And how they gave her a portion of the area. From there, unexpectedly, they gave her notice from the court that they notice of summary to the Prince Visitor Court, which we went there, and then it was violation of our right, and then they told the
ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is Jay Randy here. We are going to discuss the video, but I just want you. Good morning. This is Jay Randy. Sorry for that noise in the background. I just want you to get an upset or a summary of what happened here. We're going to discuss the video and other more videos. So stay tuned, share the video. This is an opportunity for the ANC to capitalize on because the plight of the Liberian people is out there for grabs. So listen to the words the messages from the people. This is an opportunity here, so I will be joining you guys shortly. Let me get one or two things ready. All right, so don't think this is just a video. No, I'm coming on to discuss the video. So grab your pen, grab your paper. We're going to have a very good time here. All right, more resources will be provided in terms of videos, document, so that you can support this particular opportunity for your party. All right, so stay tuned. Share the video, guys.
Silver Court. We went there, our liquor councillor decided to go through our case. They said that they want to remove us from here. We are not against development. We all are Liberians, want the country to be developed, but there's a way that you can do it in a way that at least the common man will not feel it. But then while the case is in court, unexpectedly, we seen yellow machine, we seen citation that they just brought Sherry to come and remove us from here. And I call the Honorable Commissioner, which is responsible for the petitioner here, which I work a long way. The Honorable Commissioner is not in the know. He said, asking me, but how come? He said, okay, but then I'm going to send some guys to the sheriff, and the sheriff said that our instruction was just given from the court. But then why I say that, how they can be able to settle, to resettle, to take their market, and go other places, then unexpectedly, you wouldn't bring in this document. Immediately, you want to remove the people. I think it's not in the right interest of the Liberian people. We all are Liberians. Liberians are suffering. So we're calling on the government. His Excellency, President of the Republic of Liberia, we make you. We are the Liberians. We are the masses. Feel for us. Liberians love you. But please, you have to fight in our case. Do it every way possible that you will be able to do something, that these people will be able to be migrated, or we are calling on you. You can do anything that you can do to restore us, because now Liberians are frustrated because thousands of Liberians survive from here. Some people have their family at home.
So how many people, if you were to call a number, how many people?
Yeah, we deal with over thousand. Because normally people come, no space here. People come. Every day people are coming. You see, every time we make sure that we got our team here that we can keep the area clean. Always clean the area, that the area will not be dirty, so that government will not be able to remove us from here. If you want to remove us from here, you have to get us attention. At least to find me.
Were you not informed about the evasion?
We are not informed. They just brought the notice now with the yellow, along with the yellow machine. So we're calling our government and the Abanda representative that Abanda the district or Bosama to come in to see how best that they can able to do something here now, because
So
we are actually frustrated.
You're going to abandon you.
Yeah, he abandoned us. He's not going to abandon us. Time that day, he's supposed to be here, because I think since the morning the information been calling places. Yeah, where he's supposed to come. So please, we're sending the information to all authorities to see how best to come to the aid of the Liberian people. We are taxing and surviving here. We want to remove us from here. We are not denying. We for development. We're not against development. We want our country to be developed. But please give us attention ahead of time and tell us when you will be able to take the area, or when you want for us to forgive the area. Then the people can find me to readjust themselves to different marketplaces. But the way they did it now, we are frustrated. We even know where to go. Some people market in their marketplaces, in their container and things, and yellow machine parking here to even take it from here now to carry it. It will be very difficult for us. So we just want to tell you thank you for coming, and thank you that at least you are so concerned. We'll call you and you came to listen to the plight of the Liberian people. We are the massive. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here. All right, so good morning to every one of you guys, and welcome to the morning show with Jay Randy here on the wheel. Here is another opportunity again. You know, loyalty is a two-way street. The people of Liberia has been very, very loyal to George Weah in every shape and form. But what has happened from the side of George Weah and his people, they had never been loyal in return to the people of Liberia. And you're seeing it there. And you're seeing it. So what is next? Joseph Boakai doesn't stand a chance to solve this problem here because Joseph Boakai had been there already. The only party that I see that stand a chance to solve this people problem because they have not taken the opportunity is the ANC people. But they have to open up themselves to invite everyone to join them in order to make a successful campaign. If you are a young man watching the video from Liberia, I want you to ask yourself, you have been very loyal. You have been loyal to the CDC government from the time the party was launched. You've been very loyal to the government. But what has the government given you in return? What has the government given you in return? Absolutely nothing. And to the entire country, how many millionaires do we have in Liberia that are not politicians? I'm about to show you a video that will break your heart. Matter of fact, the video has been taken down offline. It's not online anymore. So you're going to be very opportune to watch the video here today. And this will sink into the heart and soul of you that if you support the politicians, you are wasting your time. Like I always said, until Liberians realize that the politics in Liberia and Liberian politicians are not concerned about solving your problem, but they want you to elect them so that they can begin to solve their own problem. And here is the proof. We will come back to the video, but what I just said, I want you to listen to this.
In Liberia, he is a country in West Africa, bordering Sierra Leone, Guinea and Côte d'Ivoire. An enormous number of Liberians are known to live below the poverty line. However, a few individuals in the country still exploit the hidden opportunities in the country in order to make money. Delightfully, the economy of the nation is positioned to regain stability in the nearest future due to enormous investments by these men. In today's video we look at the top 10 richest people in Liberia 2022. Number 10. Varney Sherman. Net worth, $2.7 million. Varney Sherman was born on the 16th of February, 1953. He is a Liberian politician. He ventured into politics after the devastating First Liberian Civilian War. In 2005, he contested under the Coalition for Transformation of Liberia for the highest executive seat in his nation. He lost and moved on. He is the current chairman of the Unity Party, which was formed from a merger involving his Liberia Action Party in 2009. Number 9. Winston Tubman. Net worth, $3 million. Winston Tubman is a Liberian diplomat and politician. He was a former justice minister and diplomat for the nation, as well as having been the standard-bearer of the Congress for Democratic Change. He is also widely known for his vast experience in the United Nations, having served the United Nations in different capacities. He is the nephew of William Tubman, the president with the longest-serving years in Liberia. Winston earned degrees from the London School of Economics, Harvard University, and Cambridge University. Number 8. Amos Sawyer. Net worth, $3.2 million. He is an academic who has enormously employed his high intellectual ability to contribute to the development of Liberia. Between 1990 and 1994, he served as the interim president of the Government of National Unity after being voted in by 35 leaders from 7 different parties. He was among the founding members of the Movement for Justice in Africa, a movement that calls for justice in the African continent. Additionally, he founded the Liberia People's Party. Number 7. Prince Yormi Johnson. Net worth, $9 million. Prince Yormi Johnson, popularly called Prince Johnson, just like all others on this list before him, is a politician. He currently serves as a senator of the Nambia County in Liberia. He is known for playing a major role in the first civil war that occurred in Liberia. He left the country afterwards but returned during the 2005 general election. He contested the election and won a senatorial seat representing Nambia County. He also chaired the Senate Committee on Defense during his first term as a senator. Since then, he has played active roles in Liberia's politics with the sole aim of producing a better Liberia. Number 6. Jewel Shanae Howard Taylor. Net worth, $11.2 million. Jewel Shanae Howard Taylor is a politician, former First Lady of Liberia, 1997 to 2006, ex-wife of a convicted war criminal and former president of the nation, Charles Taylor. Presently she is the Vice President of Liberia. She was born on January 17, 1963. Number 5. Charles Brumskin. Net worth, $17 million. Born on the 27th of April, 1951, Charles Walker Brumskin is a Liberian politician and attorney. He is currently the leader of the Liberty Party. He was a promising candidate during the 2005 and 2011 presidential elections in Liberia. He lost both elections. Being a lawyer, he is currently a senior partner of Brumskin & Associates, which is a leading law firm in Liberia. He challenged immediate past President, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, for the leadership of the nation in 2011. Number 4. Joseph Boakai. Net worth, $21.3 million. Joseph Boakai is the third richest man in Liberia. He has held several leadership positions in his nation. He was the vice president under former President Ellen Sirleaf. He was once the Minister of Agriculture. He is the owner and co-owner of Lusu Resources Corporation and Agro Machines, Liberia respectively. Currently, he is the Senate President of the Liberia National Assembly and presides over plenary sessions 2 days a week. Number 3. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Net worth, $23 million. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was the 24th President of Liberia. She served her nation between 2006 to 2018. She was also the first woman to head a country in Africa. Ellen Johnson is currently the third richest person in Liberia and the richest woman in the country presently. She was born on October 29, 1928. Number 2. George Weah. Net worth, $29.6 million. The former Ballon d'Or winner is the current president of Liberia and the second richest man in Liberia. George Weah is a former professional footballer, now a politician. Born in 1966, Weah became the 25th president of Liberia in 2018. Weah earned popularity in his country as an experienced and professional striker. His football career was laden with individual and collective accolades. He won the FIFA Best Player of the Year, Ballon d'Or, CAF Best Player and many other awards. George Weah recently bought a brand new Aston Martin luxury car for $351,000. Number 1. Benoni Uri. Net worth, $32 million. Benoni Uri is the wealthiest man in Liberia. He is no doubt one of the most innovative and creative individuals in the country. Being a philanthropist, he has contributed a huge amount of money to different organizations to advance different causes. Most of his fortune is owing to his investment in the telecommunications industry. He established a telecommunications company called Lone Star Communication Incorporation. The company partners with Mountain and is the largest provider of networks in Liberia. In fact, this company of his is the highest payer of tax in the country. Benoni W. Uri is a businessman and politician, who was formerly the Liberian Commissioner of Maritime Affairs. It was reported by The Economist that Uri was Liberia's wealthiest man. So there you have it. We hope you enjoyed our list of the top 10 richest people in Liberia 2022. Please like, share, subscribe and click the bell button to be the first to get our latest content. Don't forget to share on social media. Thanks for watching.
What is the common denominator you saw? Every one of them are politicians, right? Every one of them are politicians. Not someone who owns a farm, not someone who won lottery. Every one of them are politicians. But these are the people who say y'all should get a job. You don't see Cummings in there, right? You say Cummings got money, but Cummings got his money from America. Where everyone are working here today. But these are the same people then. The second question I get here, the second comment here is, how come these very people that are born in our country, just like you and myself, how come they got so rich? But you and myself from Liberia don't even have $100 in our bank account to be there for 1 week. Think about that, folks. This is a hardcore question here. Many people have put their life on hold for these things. If this kind of message don't get to the people in Liberia, they will put these people back to power and they will build their wealth. And let me say this, another batch of millionaires are coming up now. They Toy, the Darrell Dillon, the Kalasco, they coming, another batch coming again. You just wait from now to 2030. They will bring another list again. And it will all come from where? The politicians. What's up, Vivian? Y'all keep sitting down there and watching these jackasses on other show. When Kev Hassan say, hey, don't sit over there and tell you, oh, the people are smart. This man sit in America here. Don't tell you guys what he does for a living. Every month, he's being fair with some type of illegal money that gave you the opportunity to sit down on spoon and y'all go there and don't say anything and listen to him. You know why I love for the country? Because America don't take that shit. America don't take that shit. That's why I love for the country here. America don't take that shit. A man who sit in the country and does nothing but get on radio all day and talk crap and y'all go and watch them, the very people they're defending, those are all millionaires. That's what they're doing to you guys. So let's get back to the video now. Now that you are seeing the richest people, and the video you just watched is not online. They took it down already because it exposes them. They are taking it down. The particular video, if you found it, send me the link. It's not online anymore. They took it down because that's who they are. Everyone you saw on that video, they are all millionaires. How come you live in a country? You see, in America here and other countries, you don't have to be a millionaire. But the fact that you can get a job, you can buy yourself a car, you can rent an apartment, you can buy yourself a home. If we have millionaires in our country, what about the half a million years? What about the 1,000 years? What about the 100 years? We don't have none of those things in Liberia. There are billionaires in other countries. There are millionaires. There are 1,000 years. There are 100 years. But in Liberia, you got politicians that got millions of dollars. Men like Prince Johnson, who can kill people. Kill people. Today, he's sitting down there with millions of dollars. Got a Joe Bucker who comes and lie and say, oh, I ain't got no money. I borrow money from the bank. But look how much he worth. Joel Howard Taylor, who said over there and said, oh, the people did. She said that with $11 million. That country is in one of the worst trouble forever. You know, that was something I can just say to you guys. Only by 2065, Liberia will become a better country. If you don't put the right people in there. Only by 2065, Liberia will be a better country, fellow Liberians. Only by 2065. These very people that you see, you and them passing or they're saying that, like, nothing wrong with them. And now one company, all the people that you saw with those millions of dollars, Charles Walker Bronsky died. Who he left that millions of dollars with today? Everyone that put their life on hold for Charles Walker Bronsky. He died with his $17 million going in who pocket? In his family pocket. Amon Sawyer died. Who did he leave $1 million with? With his family. Until Liberians understand that Liberian politicians are not getting into power to solve your problem, but to solve their problem, y'all will continue to put your life on hold and y'all will continue to get old and old and old until God call you home. Some people were born in poverty and some people will live and die in poverty. That's why it means over there. All the politicians should be people that no Liberian right now supposed to be thinking about putting it on anybody. On anybody. On anybody. These people already stole enough money from that country. And you seen it. And then still, the ignorant man still behind them. And there's nobody on any platform to bring all these things to educate our people. Wow. Now let's listen to some of the situation here going on in the country there.
So much we will talk to more.
Okay, I want to speak my dialect, but also I will put it in.
They will be speaking to us here live from Ghana. Use this area to
you're ready for
feed their
us?
family, to have their businesses here, to do their businesses and all of that. So we are here, as you can see, several marketers, women and children, businessmen and women. They are here, and this is the front here on Spoon TV. Welcome to Spoon TV.
All right, thank you very much. He felt sorry for they gave us notice from the code that you will be able to for development.
From Bannerville, Johnsonville, I want all the way set there. I want so get between my left for the government. Even if you not come for my rescue, send people to come rescue us. We tired suffering. We not want run again. Okay, my brother Muslim Jama, I Joe, I Mama Deme, Moretoraya.
So you can see the suffering of the people right now, right? So political strategy from opposition, this is an opportunity that presents itself. All right, everybody you've watched in the video is giving you the opportunity for you to seize on and start to run a very perfect campaign. The CDC government, after 5 years into 6 years, have failed the Liberian people. You listen to the first guy who vividly explained everything through a due process that the government did not even stand through a representative to make sure that whatever and how long it takes for the people to get a perfect transition. Because the president had arrived. Mr. Weah is one of the richest men in the country. Do you think he cares? No. When Mr. Weah used to be going around giving bags of sugar and other stuff, canned food, at that time he never had what he got today. So he had made up his mind. Liberian people continue to put their life on hold while the politicians they support continue to improve their lives, and then when time comes, they complain. The Liberian people are very dedicated to making somebody what they think the person can do for them. But the failure is that the people they put into office are never willing to look back and help them. So where can we turn now? It's not Boyka, it's not Weah. They have failed these people. Listen, look at the desperation on this lady's face and on the faces of others that are coming to speak. And that's why I want you to really understand that Liberians put their life on hold to give politicians the opportunity. When George Weah always used to say, oh, I love my people, I love my people. Now he's president for the past 5 years. Here is the complaint from the people right now.
We now want people to protect you. We're suffering. We the women, we're suffering. We're suffering. Our men are gone. I beg the government to come for our rescue.
Can you imagine? So what was the government agenda for the marketeers? Mr. Weah said that his mom, may her soul rest in peace, was a marketeer. But what has he done to ensure that every community that serves that, every market in every community that serves that community, how better and well situated is his mission to improve the standard of the women? These women are not looking for government jobs. These women are doing everything humanly possible to look for their daily bread by finding a location to sell. But the question here is, how does George Weah and his government improve the condition of these people? There is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because you know why? They always say nobody here is stupid. They have used these people to get to power. These people have put their life on hold to have every one of them elected, representative, including the president. But those who got the big hand, those who are well connected, will come and just ride over these people. And all we see is the anguish, the frustration on their faces. And then all they can do is to present it here. So this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for the opposition of the ANC, because Boyka is not opposition. The Unity Party is not an opposition. The Unity Party has served the people of Liberia. They failed, so they are not an opposition. If they are part of the regime that collaborate to harm these people. So never come on the show and tell yourself that Unity Party is an opposition. No, Unity Party is a regime collaborators. So listen to this lady as she presents her case.
beg you, I want to continue his call. That a yellow machine, a year to spare our things. When go by the grace of God, we stand here. I beg on name of Almighty Allah for God to rescue her. Oh God.
You see how sorrowful the thing is, guys? You see how sorrowful the thing is? Then you get guy that kept her son, will go and sit down on that stupid net what they call spoon, and then telling people that Liberian people are smart. You guys need to get some pride to yourself. Somebody who don't even live in the country, that don't even understand what the people going through, will come and sit down and want to make you to understand that he understand what the people going through. This is the heart and core of how much suffering the people are going through. You saw how that woman broken down? You take that video right now and carry to the US Congress. And you take Kem Hassan video and carry to the United States Congress. And let the two people look at the situation of the lady and look at that other individual and see. You know what I love for the country here, folks? The citizens in this country and the decision maker in the country, they are well measured. Liberians, I'm not calling on you guys to leave that show, but it's up to you guys to continue to listen to lies and misinformation. The particular video, you will never find that video being discussed on that show because they have been programmed to push away the hard button issue that the people are going through every day in their daily life. When you want to hear about the soul and condition of these people, that's it right there. You saw how that lady broken down? It means that everything she depends on is like you take the spinal cord of a human being, can root the whole spinal cord up, the body cannot stand. That's what that lady has been broken down to. How do you rescue that lady? How do you rescue that lady? These are people who put their life on hold to put Mr. Weah into office, to put the CDC government into office. And what did they do? Bringing yellow machine to destroy them. Bringing yellow machine to destroy them. So what's the next way forward? Who is going to go to the rescue of these people? Do you trust the CDC government? Do you think even if they come to the aid of the woman, you think it's going to be sustainable, or is that going to be a quick fix and then later on it becomes another problem? They're not going to solve this problem. They find that they knew about this problem. They have not done anything to fix the problem. When they get to the lady here, it wasn't going to be a temporary fix to get them re-elected. When they get re-elected, it's going to get worse. The last thing any Liberian will want to do is to give the CDC government a second chance. Oh, that would be the worst thing, because those guys know they're not going to be elected next time. They will do everything in their weak way to humiliate, to put more hardship on our country. And that's what we call the sitting duck. In every term of a president and government, the first term, they will be a little bit moderate. But in the second term, they will be more relaxed. You think the president taking trip now? If one mistake is given to him where he gets to get re-elected, that when you will get to know, you will get to see suffering walking on the street. You will get to see suffering walking on the street. Liberians will be reduced to mere beggars in our country. That the foreigners themselves will start to feel sorry for us, because you got a leader that don't care about the heart and soul and condition of the Liberian people. The marketeers are one of the major population of people in our country that, due to the low educational level, due to the condition. Most of the women you find selling today, they will tell you that their husband are dead, they're left with the children, and the only means they can survive. There are two things they say over there when you listen to the entire video here. I don't want to do prostitute either because I'm old, or it's not something that I want to do. So they are giving the people the opportunity now to tell us what are the other ways. Do you think Liberian women should go prostitute? Or should they maintain, or somebody should help them maintain where they do their business? We are doesn't care. We are doesn't care. If women know the option, I'd rather sell in the market than to be a prostitute. And nobody listening to them. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. You see, Liberia is for all Liberians. No matter whether somebody support George Weah or not. But when you see a lady broken down like that, even if you support George Weah, do you think you should still support George Weah when the Liberian people that voted for George Weah are in great agony and pain? And then you in the opposition, when you see somebody exposing this thing, Do you have the right to say, oh, don't trust that person? Then who come to the rescue of the people? When everyone is thinking the kind of negative way here. When a leader is given an opportunity and he fails, the people will recalibrate themselves and say, let's find an alternative. And that alternative should be welcomed by all Liberians. Because the problem here is the people are suffering. The politicians are getting rich overnight. Listen again.
We tired, God. We tired, Sophie. Oh, God. My brother Ronnie Akane on the office there. He see me today and he will see me on TV. God beg you, I can't help her. They call him fat boy. They call him Mr. Canada water and swear. God, my people, I can't rescue her. We tired, Sophie. I'm not crying because I get tears. I'm not crying because I get tears. I know my horse problem. I know my horse problem. I'm not crying because I get tears. I'm not crying because of pregnant. But I know my problem, my people. I know my problem. I know my problem.
So how touching. We will still be talking to people here, and we hope to.
I mean, this is almost like a movie, but this is not a movie. This is real. This is reality. It appears like a movie where you went to bed and you dream and you watching a movie where alien came from different place and just hijacked Liberia. And the people, the massive, are honor the duress and the hardship of the people. And you're like, wow, how come our country have been hijacked by aliens? But this is not alien. This is not a movie. This is reality. The country is divided into two parts. You got politicians, not even businessmen. Because I think the richer people you saw, they are not business people. If you went to the Ivory Coast, it will be a different game. You went to Nigeria, it will be a different game. You go to Ghana, it will be a different game. Because the millionaires in the country are very diverse. Ivory Coast, they got most soccer players. You watch it on TV. They are millionaires. Ghana, you watch it on TV. They are millionaires from different diversity. But in Liberia, the millionaires are all politicians. Some of them kill people to get up there. Now, when you see these women going through their hardship and nobody coming to their aid, because the politicians have gotten rich already on the backs of these people. But they continue to allow these people to suffer in great agony and pain. So who got the solution now? These people have put their life on hold. They accepted everything. They are not rushing to say, you have to solve our problem here. Everything that was told to them, they accepted it and put their life on hold, including the young people. There are young people today between the age of 18 to 37 years old that cannot walk up to you and tell you, say, under the 5-year Ojo-Weah administration, I achieved this certificate in plumbing, or I am an electrician, or I am a hairstylist. Nothing under Joshua. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But what Joshua have been doing when the people put their life on hold, building condominiums, traveling abroad, acquiring more wealth on his own, wherein the Liberian people continue to suffer. So that's the result there. That is the result that he has given the people. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to hit that like button, please. Hit the like button. And let's continue with the conversation.
We'll talk to more people here as we go on to this, to talk to the marketers here at the Gatnaville Junction, where we're going to be talking to more people here. More people, you can come forward to talk. Welcome, my man.
Okay, and you?
Just tell us your name. Are you selling here too?
I'm selling here. My name is Magon Namwe. Yeah, I just no, I plenty news last year with my problem. I just the morning when I wake up, come on the morning I see the police people say they want pray ever, and they pray ever too. What would tell money for the sustain house here do? Small they get kind of in the morning say oh the father here. Oh, they 10 for you. They get that money to go support their children there. I say, we can't excuse you, can't love her. I swear, love her. Hey, they can't do that kind of thing. About one person benefit. That kind of thing, we can take it. Yeah, I got to tell them. Yeah.
So, how long you been selling it?
I sell it, General 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So why you want for them to do now?
Envoyer le dire là où tu as peine.
They told you that they were going to clear the place.
L'État pour aller régler tout là on doit the soon money you can work issue paper there and as of when inventing even us inventing when you get someone notice you get a person 1 month to move. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. We're gonna still be talking to. Let me talk to.
All right, so let me hold this here, and I want to put this person comment on here. All right, so this Shah Shalom, I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. So this is what I believe he wrote. Randy has been spectator anyway. Nothing great has ever happened overnight. The country on the pathway of growth. There's nothing wrong with what you just wrote here, my friend. But what is wrong is the highest level of incompetency of George Weah and his government official. Why? These people got business to run, but they are in an environment that impedes the beauty of the country, the environmental control and situation of the country. And part of the situation, part of the issue they create, maybe a lot of debris, unsanitary condition. So if you want to improve growth, how do you solve the problem of the people who generating part of the solution as a problem to helping them to reduce the problem and increase the community they live in? That is something that George Weah would never be able to solve. So those of you who come and say, oh, the government doing well, the government is only doing well based on what you see, but the government ability to solve those challenges that they tend to run away from, put the government in a situation that they cannot handle. You listen to the young men right now, that they should give them time. The people who are in a situation, if you listen to them, they are not saying we're not leaving from here. What they are telling you, they are providing solution. And that tells me that the Weah government is so incompetent that they don't believe in having a community town hall meeting with its people. When you have an issue or when you have a plan where you want to improve things, the first thing you want to do is to plan. And the planning phase should look at the major players. The major players in this whole situation are the marketeers. Now, will it be an easy fix? No, because changing people or terrain or environment they have lived in for a very long time is a challenge. They have built relationship with the community. They have built relationship with customers. The distance from where the people travel to that particular area have become a normal routine for them. These are components that you have to assess. But do you think we are a government official knows that? No. They come to the table with no experience. They have been making a lot of mistakes. They don't even have what it takes. And the people continue to give the result. And that's how shitty it is. So you need a government that will strategically understand what the people are going through and begin to solve these people's problems. If you listen to the people, they are not refusing. So let's listen to them more here. Let's listen to them more.
This woman, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
How long you been selling here? What are you selling here?
I've been selling here more than 7 years.
7 years. Have they told you that they were going to remove you one day?
Yes, they told me, but I don't get a place to go. That the place I getting my children at delivery. My husband not working.
Okay.
So there you go. You see how the solution is easy? They told them that they will replace them, meaning that they will change where they are currently. So it became now a face-to-face solution now, right? You have to move. Well, this is our source of income. What do? They never came back with that solution. But the next thing the people know is bringing in a yellow machine to come and break down the people's structure. Now you see how the government is so incompetent. This thing is very easy. To remove George Weah is very, very easy. To remove George Weah is very, very easy. It's very, very easy because of the high level of incompetency. The man was a mistake that put him out there. He was a total mistake. I will not lie to nobody. George Weah was a total mistake. He doesn't understand anything about negotiation. He doesn't understand anything about running a government. He only run and does things on his celebrity status, which is now becoming clear and clear that George Weah is in no way. George Weah getting there for the next 6 years is going to be another messy government. Messy government. You see the marketeers telling you about what can be done to solve their problem. Here you are with another incompetent man who just fly out of the country. How often do you see the president of Senegal, the president of Nigeria, the president of Ghana, the president of Guinea, the president of Cote d'Ivoire, or let's say the head of state of Guinea, even Senegal? How often do you see them traveling? This man doesn't have anything to do in Liberia, so the country becomes very boring. But does that mean that the country doesn't have a problem? Of course, the country got more problems. But you're dealing with a guy who don't understand any damn thing. Every sector in the country is infested with corrupt people, or there are corrupt people in the system that he's now willing to remove. And now it trickles down to the very people who live in the community, trying to keep their head above water. But now he's there trying to step on them every day. Listen to the lady here again, folks. Listen here.
This one is not working. So
It's not working.
So why you selling it?
I'm selling dry goods.
How you feel about what?
I'm feeling bad. And I get place to go and I get place to live. I'm sending for my husband and my children, and my husband not working. And we ain't get place to go. They can't on you to destroy our places now. They bring yellow music, they can't we are sleeping, the people call us, say you can't for your thing. Say you can't take your thing, and the people destroying your place, they bossing your places now. And we ain't get place to go. Yellow music standing. Where we will take Latin to carry. We ain't get nowhere to go. We want for government to come for our rescue.
Okay, so how do you solve that problem? The incompetency of the Weah government. You need to share this video here. All right? The incompetency of the Weah government. If you want to change the environment for a better one and put these people in a place, it comes with a plan. And the plan will have a timeline. And the timeline should be ensure that those who are the affected people and those who are going to facilitate the process should work hand in hand. One, you create a publicity where people out here, like you and I, will understand that there will be a massive change in the geographic of these people's businesses. They're going to relocate them. And then we out here will be able to track what is actually taking place. But do you think that we are people got that kind of logic? No, they don't have it. We don't have it. And you think people around will have it? No. All the guys want to do is just accumulate wealth. They got no plan in their heart or minds. Nothing. So you're just looking at a waste government. And that is why Montserrat County is not going to be a stronghold of CDC anymore. Montserrat County is going to be the elephant meat. But it depends on the opposition party, how well they can reach out to these people by beginning to help them. Opposition can use the opportunity, especially with the lawmakers of the opposition party, reach out to the people and begin to intervene and begin to solve this problem. That's how come you can start to win them over. It don't just have to be the political leader. Political leader can come in as well. But the opposition who are in the government can come over and begin to solve this problem of these people. These people are at a crossroad right now where anyone who has not done anything for them can come to them and begin to work with them and begin to help them. So let's listen here again, folks.
We ain't get place to go. Now the place we live in, that whole place there for us to live to. We ain't get nowhere to go. They won't come for our rescue too. We ain't got nothing to do. Now the only selling we able to do.
So besides this, the message they sent to you, I was saying they told you this morning they were coming.
They never told us that on new people they got to call us to come for our things now. They never told us.
Praise the Lord. We'll continue to talk to people here. You say your name again?
My name is Fanta Kroma.
Why you selling?
I'm selling dry goods.
Dry goods, your name?
Mayonnaise, biscuit, soy drink. I said nyama things now.
Okay, thank you so much. We will still continue to talk to people here. You can come and we'll talk to you. Welcome, man.
I love the comment here from Flomo, right? So yeah, well, Mr. Flomo wrote here. Mr. Flomo said, Randy, you more. I think he may have meant to say, Randy, you have more to say about your former friend.
You see, Flomo, when it comes to people well-being, the well-being or the overall well-being of a human being is a character that attaches love, agape love, for how you want you to be treated. It should also be given to other people. If I feel that I should be treated the way that everyone should be treated, and those who are in the authority are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they are not my friends. They are not my friends. And this is where I differ with many sedition, and this is where I differ with many Liberians. Not just because you're my friend, but you in a position where you don't care about the people, then you are not my friends. Or you are not my friend. So if we are who are campaigning for a tour who in the government are not doing the right thing for the people, I don't live in the country. When I know the country that I find myself in, people are doing everything humanly possible for me. Today, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom has resigned over some power failure. You think that will happen in Liberia? No. But those who were working with him, they started resigning in his government. You see, there's something that is just different with the white man and the black population. I'll be honest here. Boris Johnson of the UK, Prime Minister, his own people in his government started resigning. And he couldn't stand it. He said he's going today. When the people well-being is at risk, there is nothing that friendship in it. Because the power comes from the people. So whether we are is somebody that I knew in the past, when he started to do things that hurt the people, there is something called change of heart. He has to go. And that should be a lesson for everyone. If we start to implement these things, the state of California has tried to record their recent governor. They did that some years back with Governor Gray Davis because they got the rules in place where they can recall you if you're not doing well. But Liberia is yet to reach to the places. All right? So let's listen to the lady here more. And you should be ready to hear because I'm going to read about the comment here. Because I know I get ready now. When they selected one, I'll be reading here. All right?
Jesus. I call Jesus name because when him with the name on. We selling pepper. We can go Omega, we take separate pepper. So now the pepper we end up spoiling. When I get money, we end up crediting. So now they will seize our children just paying pepper money. But we pleading to the government to help us. And even we got swamp behind here. And the government can come observe it to bail the swamp for us. To transfer there. We will tell him thank you.
See that? You see that? These ladies understand how to solve problems. Women are the smartest people on the face of the planet. That's why they gave birth to everyone, including with the men. You heard a woman over there? If that was a very advanced government, they would have gone to that woman's rescue and sat down with her and said, Mama, what can we do for you? That's the solution there. The woman said, if you think that this area is not the right place for us, why don't we do an assessment of the relocation of the area? That is the planning phase. And this is where the government have fallen short with a high level of incompetency. The high level of incompetency. The people got their solution in their hands. All it takes is for you to engage them. All it takes for you to engage them. There we go.
We voted for him and we need a help. That all I got to tell him to plead for us. We the women in Liberia. We are straining. We are single parents. We get nobody to help us. Let him have mercy on us. Who him will depend on now.
Okay, so how long you been saying here?
I've been saying, say my son was 11 years old and now he's 25 years old. And I know they did again. Because now I'm here is scatter.
You hear that? All right? You hear that? How long she been selling over there? A very long time she been selling over there. She had grandmother into that place. That's how we describe it. She had grandmother. Some more often people say The person have been grandfather into the place. But since you're female, we use the female description. She have been grandmother into that place. Remember what I said a few minutes ago, that people have established their roots in that community. They have built customer relationship. They have built a relationship between the community they sell. And then you just want to come one morning without even going through a negotiation process. That's who the guys are, folks. So the CZ government is up to the opposition to really strategize. The need to strategize opposition, the opportunity is there for Georgia to be defeated, but it will not take a coordinated and well-designed strategy of the spiral web to send West Georgia and make him one-term president. Because don't underestimate him. He's an incumbent president. But an incumbent president can be defeated. But knowing the minds of the Liberian people, it's going to take more than the usual to defeat Georgia. It's going to take every hands on deck. It's going to be a collaboration of supporters across every party that must be welcome on board to defeat Georgia. With those who have the strategy, who know the weakness, the strength, and the opportunity to destroy Georgia opportunity. If that is something that ANC is not willing to do, I feel sorry for the Liberian people. That man will go right back there. And that will be the end of another 6 years. That will wrap up in 12 years for him. And that when you will see the masses suffering. And there's not enough time yet. Time is not on the side of Liberians. By the time you know it, things will be done and gone. The new year will be here. And then we'll be going to election. So if the team are not prepping themselves now, it's going to be very, very difficult.
And not to myself.
So they informed you this morning?
No, we not know. We just saw the yellow machine coming and they posted the police.
So what final message to the government?
The government, sedition, we fight for you. We fight people. Because I think you can see you here. Then you right here. We fight for you. Look at your t-shirt. I keep the t-shirt ever since 1990. So I get you. So fight for us too. They call me Malafewa. I earn the Molo in this market. We are pleading to you for Papa God to help you and to run for you again. Because like the fighting we can be here. So we beg you, help us.
We got more people to talk to here. Yeah. We got more people to talk to this guy. Welcome, my man. He seems to be angry.
Yes, sir. You call me Prince S. Tatapa. I work at Capitol Building, you know, but one of my nephews here, I have my nephews here, they work here, and one of you, they say here. This morning I was going to work, so mistakenly I saw the sheriff here and one of you, but the only thing that they call it no matter short is, I want the government which is sure we are. The Liberian people are suffering, because now, as we are speaking now, since we are going in power, since he got in power, he never lobbied. He never go out of the country for the children. They out of high school, whole day on the street. They play what they getting their daily bread to sustain for their family. So he not going out of the country to go and bring job for the people so that they can so that the people can start doing their own job. 24 hours are here. The old man ring, beating them. The owner they ring. They play what they getting their daily bread for their chairman. So we asking Georgia, President Georgia, we want you so that you can advocate for all the people here. Now, everybody are crying as we are speaking now. We don't want them Bukatu because your new 2023 coming. 2023 coming for me a peso. You come in pre Tatapa, live at Banave Estate or George community. We want your we are Nana Puka who dancing here. We want commonly as we are speaking now. We want for him to do things. He want him to put things in place for us because he knew 2023 almost there.
Thank you. We talk to our mother here. Man, welcome to Spoon TV.
Yeah, my name is Veronica say. I pretty to Chowia because I said it right here up there, and I just know me. My man and my market, like everything for me, but now I see the machine on here. We die slow way. We not even want to go to the street of people to be 20 people alone. I make it with steady. Chowia man carry for our rescue. We suffer too much. We fall for him. We get in the tell what all people throwing us down. That's why we are coming our rescue today. But that's the Georgia people suffering. They have there too much. That's why we are coming here. We begging him before we die. Innocent people before they die for nothing. We begging you because we want that. Innocent people die. When he do a black day road, they were educated on the road here. So we begging him. Like I got to say, I begging him. We hold a twofold. We now have to go to the office to go stay there. Now they want to see him. That's all I get to say. That's all I get to say.
Can you say your name again?
My name is Veronica Zay.
How long you been selling?
I sell for a long time. More than 13 years. But after Joshua, I can get my living, my children's school fee, everything. So much we are doing that my children get on the street. You cannot get no man to help me. Yeah, that's why I get to tell Joey. When you make my child sport, I will cry on your knee. Because I will try to get my child support to send to school. Now I'm trying to love it. But yeah, I get to say.
Okay, thank you, man, for talking to us. We will talk to more of our mothers here. More of our mothers here.
Man, we are. I appreciate you to control Liberian people. But today, your women, your children, they are crying. We know what's going on to Banave Joshua, that we are the cause. But I appeal to you to come to our rescue. I beg you, Papa. I tell God to beg you. You know that woman born you, a woman not satisfied. You will not be happy. Now we don't get a place to go. That year we will say and support our children and send our children to school. We don't want our children to be on the street. So we beg you, Papa. We not say to supermarket. And we go supermarket, no space there for Banave Joshua people. We don't get space there. So we are appealing to you to find place for Banave Joshua people to sell. We know that now you bring another machine here. No, that's what we are. That the people want to get a land and they take up before the time. We will take our time to pack. But they not tell us. So we are appealing to you, Papa. We need that to you. We beg you come to our rescue. Thank you, Papa.
Thank you so much for joining Spoon TV. We'll continue to talk to business people here, marketers. Welcome, my brother. Your name?
Yeah, welcome to Maniaki Martin Anderson Jr.
What are you doing for a living here?
Well, as you can see, I'm selling mini and also facing news. Right here, playing Lache. This is my play. I want to the afflicted person now. My house is down out there now. Nana say I'm feeling bad. But right, you see in this country, if everything going on like that, our representatives that we voted for, they're not fighting in a gap. And there is nowhere for us to hustle. So on my behalf now, according to the leaders, they come to stress them on us. Let them find place for all the hustle. Let them find means. I will hustle now. Oh yeah, we cry and see what our market. Oh man, what play with power, bossy and Tina here. So that my advice to the government. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. How long you been selling here?
I've been selling here since 2018. Yeah, since 2018 I've been selling to Banave Junction. Yeah, that time job we are not getting power here. We are not getting power here, and we don't want getting cow when grandchildren all the food that was job we are. Yeah.
Welcome to Spoon TV, man.
Yeah, my name is Kevin No from Kasadi Boulevard, single parents. I've been selling to Banave Junction here for the past 30 years. Before even we could be elected. Since we've been selling here, there is no day that the place can be dry. No day that nobody can say anybody will not say here. But only this particular year, they say nobody should sit here with selling. And we are the single parents. Our children, we dare to send them to school. For me, I'm roasting. If I don't roast, if I don't sell, my children don't go to school. My grandchildren can't go to school. So we asking the representatives, and not even the government, because what they're doing here, we don't know. We don't know. So we begging them, let them come to our ear. One position to me, 1,000% for today junction here. Then what we getting our daily bread from, we begging them, let them come to our rescue. We are dying. We are dying. Because if we don't have money, our children will be astray. If we don't have money, we're too old to go do prostitute work. So we're begging you. You please talk to the Liberia government or the senator or the representative that they come and.
Yeah, you see, the problem here is the government ran on a platform, right? Yes, the We Are government ran on a platform. And here where the government is responsible when she told the Liberian people that CDC is the party that should be elected to get to power. And the Liberian people bought into that. But what they failed to do today, let me see what I can get this here. In fact, let's keep listening to that lady while I pull that thing up, all right? So let's keep listening to that lady there.
See the means are all living here. Even if we don't continue here.
Mothers, welcome, ma.
Yeah, my name is Says Odewawali. I've started selling here from 2008. That uno year, no store, all the store were not here. I start selling here. I clean grass here. I clean poo here. Just for my children to succeed. Just for my children to go to school. And now, the women, they say, when I say here, I get no man. That uno the business I do now, I can succeed my children way. I go, I take it and say. Then, they stand and they say, when I say, and nobody to support our children. Our children, they put the answer. How our children will go to school again? I beg the government, let it come into our rescue, let it can rescue us. Because to the junction here, we nobody, no man, no pa, nobody who know the business we succeed on. So I beg the government, I appeal to him, let it come to our crowd. No one will help us, who know him. I beg him, George, man, we are. They can call me Joe, we are man. They can call me Joe, we are man in the market. I leave my market here, run behind him many days. Just for him to sit down to help us. I beg him, let him come in to help us because the people we are now not selling for us today. How our children will succeed. George, man, we are begging you come to our rescue before our children die.
All right, so let's go through this here. All right, and then we'll start right here. Let's see here. Right? So, yeah, it's it right here, right? So, look at this here. This is what Joe we are campaign on here. The 4 pillars. Now, when you see the people struggling today in the country, the question here is, what has Joe we are done through this 4 pillar that you can be proud of to discuss today? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. There is nothing that George Weah has done as it relates to that pillar. You see, some of the citizens who live in America, they don't give a damn about the Liberian people. They live here, they're comfortable here. They work for the white man every day, they go home. So what you know, they don't care about what happening back there. The empathy, they don't have no time. Because you know why? Some of them came to this country with all no mind of their own. They don't know how the war started. And some of them just came and just want to be cruel. They don't vote on issue. They do not vote on issue. They don't discuss the issue. What they look at is the individual. Joe Weah is the president because Joe Weah is my friend. That's it. And that's the bigger contrast between some Liberians and few Liberians. So when it comes to the seditions, I don't regard sedition as any important element, to be honest with you. Those who especially live abroad and see what happened in the country and they try to justify things, I don't listen to them. There's no way you're finding in any part of the country here, according to the United States, sitting down with sedition because their level of thinking, their mind is not measured up to anything. I'm going to be honest, I'm not trying to diminish sedition, but I cannot sit with any sedition to have a conversation. Most especially those that live in this country here. I think the one in the back home, their minds are, into a bubble. So I will not talk about them. But the one that live in America here, it will be very hard for me to associate myself with them because I think that we are not even on the same level to say things because they are the least people that I will want to talk to. They are living with a George Weah mindset that cannot take them anywhere. They will come to have a conversation. But the president of Liberia ran on the Change for Hope. The people of Liberia put their life on hold for almost 5 years. The citizens are in America where they're receiving welfare, doing any kind of job. Their life is not on hold. They are going to work every day. They're getting what they can get here. But it's their brothers and sisters back home that put their life on hold. And how George Weah elected. George Weah had built condominiums. Maggie had built homes. 12 building homes. They all sending their children to best schools. The Liberians are on the ground that are suffering. When it comes to their complaints, they look at them as if to say that they are not important. And then, do you think those are people that you need to consider over here? No, they got no value because the man they follow, who is George Weah, he has no feeling for the people. He feels that a few handful of citizens around him, that all that matter. But when you talk about a country with 5 billion people and you only got a few handful of people around him, then we got a problem. Then we got a problem. These are people who are willing to drive the country in the wrong direction, all because they worship an individual. How can you in your right mind worship an individual? You in the country here. You don't worship Joe Biden. You don't worship Kamala Harris. You don't even worship your own governor. But you are dedicated to doing your job and getting the reward for your job. Why? Because the people built for you in this country an opportunity that you should have an open mind. But when it comes to sedition in Liberians in America, Liberians who are sedition in America, I'm telling you guys this, don't waste your time behind them. Don't waste your time behind them. They are not level-minded. They live in this country, but they don't have the sense to understand. And you will be wasting your time if you have a conversation with them. They ain't work for them. They ain't work for them. Even a kid now that you train, don't waste your time. It will not even respond to sedition. That's how low-minded they are. Low-minded. Low-minded. They are the one who, when some other races will look at the black race and say, you don't work for them. They are a complete representation. Yes. They are a complete representation of that. Yes. They are a complete representation. People got their left on hold. People got their left on hold for all these years. Young people. Tell me how many young people. Give me 5 young people across the country. Give me 5 young people who are electricians, who are plumbers, who are going to study how to become a hairstylist, who are in the construction business. They're not going to have that conversation with you because this thing you see here is a complete failure. The change for hope is nothing but a change for opportunity. Every one of them who's supporting the government, they have connection to the government where they feed them with 1 or 2 cents. And that's why they come out here to support the government. They are not supporting the government based on what the government is doing for the people. You know what? If they were doing that, they will be providing you and I with the tremendous gain that the government has made. Let me bring you another example here. CDC got no report on their government accomplishment. Let's go back to another example here, right? Let's go back to another example here. Let's bring in the South African model here, all right? So here's the South African model here. Let's bring this one in here. Let's bring the South African model in here. Let me add it on the screen. You see here? Let's go to this. The ANC of South Africa took power in 1994. 1994. By 2019, they decided to run for office again. And here how they ran for office. All right? Let's go here. Here they ran for office here. Voila. You see this thing here? Let me blow it up for you guys here. Make it very big for you guys. So this is what they did here, the ANC of South Africa. As you can see here, all right? The ANC took power in 1994. When they took power in 1994, the educational rate was at 51%, but by 1990, they had increased it to 94.3%. Housing, same thing. So all the large percentage that you see here is the gain they have made for the people of South Africa. So any diehard ANC member in South Africa will take this thing here and go out from one community to another and tell his fellow South African that, look, the ANC party in South Africa has done well. They have improved electricity across the country. They have improved the health sector. They have improved the infrastructure. They have improved social security. They have improved the supply of quality drinking water. They have improved the housing. These are things that are listed, not by word of mouth. These are things that are listed. These are things that are listed, as you can see here. Housing, since 1994, over 4.7 million free houses have been built. Education, since 2004, all right, in the 2014 manifesto, we have committed ourselves to eradicating illiteracy. Where do you find this very thing when it comes to George Weah? Where do you find this thing? Nowhere. 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 And do you think you want to go have conversation with sedition? I would rather have a conversation with a guy from ANC. In where? In South Africa. Because he or she will be able to present to me their government achievement. And I can look at it and say, yes, for this year, this is how much you guys have done. But the highest level of illiteracy can be seen among many seditions in America here. So don't waste your time behind it. They are illiterate. They got no clue about creating an independent mind. That's who they are. So do not waste your time behind sedition. They're in their country for nothing. They are the least Liberians in this country. For the mere fact that they see what has helped them transform their life. But they look at the reality back home and look the other way. No disrespect to my brother and sister. But for me, to say that was sedition in the country, no. They will go to cities and town in the country and they will tell you, say, don't park your car over there. And they will not park their car there. But when it comes to Liberia and they see their fellow Liberians suffering, then they say the president doing well. I cannot even bring them in my basement to have a conversation. No. No. And I'm speaking to the one who called and said, we are sharing. They are the one I'm speaking to. They work for them. They do not work for them. Don't waste your time. Focus on the Liberian on the ground. Don't waste your time on the sedition around here. Don't waste your time. Because you know why? The white man is already taking care of them in this country. The white men know that they work for them. That's why they're taking care of them here. They are 2/3 of a Liberian, so they're taking care of them here. They already know their limitation, and that's why they don't argue with them. That's why they don't take them serious. So what more about you who understand the plight of our people back home? That includes George Weah, Samuel Tuah, and every one of them. So don't waste your time behind them. Let's focus on the situation of the people. But I bet in this we are sharing, go across the country. Liberians have put their life on hold for 5 years and voted for George Weah. George Weah's life has been improving over the 5 years. The sedition in America here, they have never put their life on hold. They go to work, they get paid, their economic condition continue to improve while they're getting older. That is a fair game for a well-being of a human being. The Liberian back home who are seditions, the Liberian sedition back home, they put their life on hold since we got elected. They're getting old every year. But when it comes to their personal achievement, accomplishment, none of them can show you what has changed for 1 year in their life. To even get a certificate and say, yeah, it's my certificate here on George Weah. I went to the institution, I'm now a plumber. I can come to your house and face your plumbing issue. There is now one female you'll find and say, you say, under the George Weah administration, I was sent to Ghana and got trained to become a hairstylist, to start braiding hair to earn money. None of them. And that's why the government failed. That's why the government failed. That's why the men failed. That's why the men failed. That's why the Weah men failed. That's why he failed. They changed for hope. It was a big scam and a lie. It was changed for opportunity. It was changed for opportunity for Weah himself. When we had left the football world, he felt that his age had reached certain limit that he couldn't play soccer again, right? What did he do? He joined the United Nations. After he left the United Nations, he joined Ellen when he lost the election. What was happening in that time? Weah was still what? Getting something to do, right? Even though he was getting older, he still had something to do. Many citizens who followed him at that time, they had their life on hold. They were not working. They had no job opportunity, right? But in the meantime, Weah had something to do while he was getting older. But the sedition behind Weah, they had their life on hold and they were getting older at the same time. But it became an inequality equation. Weah is working, getting long, late income. Weah is getting older. That equation is balanced. But on the other right-hand side, sedition left on hold, but they are getting older. It doesn't balance out. By early 2015, we are starting thinking about becoming a senator. We are becoming a senator. His age continued to increase. He still started getting job. I mean, he had a job. Citizen left was still on hold, right? Election key, we are got elected. President of Liberia, we are getting older. We are becoming president now. He left is good. Citizens hold their life again. They hold their life on hold again. So for 17 years, citizens put their life on hold while they're getting older. But in a 17-year process, we are kept working. But when he became president and lied to the young people and saying that he got something called Change for Hope. Change for Hope. And listed all these things. But today, one citizen cannot come out to tell you that this bullet point things here had changed their life. And that is why I challenge any citizen. Go across the 15 county and get between 5 to 10 people that have gone to vocational schools. They don't have to be college. Let us not carry to the college level, but you can add that as well if you want, if you get it. But I want you to bring 5 to 10 individuals from every 15 county under the Weah administration that have gotten some vocational skills. That have gotten some vocational skills. Because these are things that we campaign for, right? That we're going to change the people's lives. So in this year, on the eve of our election next year, let Weah, people who support him, begin to show us a document put together that Weah has accomplished X, Y, and Z. You will not find none. But I will not stop it there. I'm going to encourage the sedition to bring that report. Bring that report. Let me give you guys an example of what I'm talking about here. This is the South African model here. I want the sedition to bring an accomplishment, achievement, because if Weah is running this year, next year, Weah shouldn't be running on this thing here. No, Weah shouldn't be running on this thing. This was something that before he became president, these are the promises that he committed himself to doing right here. Right here. But today and next year, Weah should be providing documents that show his progress. You don't have it there. Not a single report you can find anywhere. Not a single report. That just goes to show how very ignorant, incompetent Weah and his government officials are. Very incompetent. Only got elected based on the favoritism of the people. And he cannot even prove that beyond anything. But what do you know? It is the politicians who are millionaires today that gave him that opportunity to make things better. But he decided to make things worse. To make things worse for the Liberian people. Could he have become a better person? Of course. But how can he become a better person when he does not have any accomplishment report? So I'm calling on all sedition, go across the 15 counties and bring for me a comprehensive report. What is the current electricity supply across all the counties? What percentage has we accomplished for the past 5 years as it relates to electricity? Water supply, what percentage has we accomplished across the 15 counties? Gentlemen, you hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. What accomplishment? Because they say he drew well, the president drew well. When you see the South Africa model here, it can be compared to anything. People get re-elected based on their progress in office. All you hear citizens say, the president will do better, the president will do well, the president do well. That's not what we're here for, my friend. In Liberia is to move forward. We need to have proven record documentation. Now somebody just passing around here, dancing, who got there, somebody. Where is the highest level of incompetent individual that I have ever seen in my whole life? Yes, the highest level of incompetent individual that I have ever seen in my whole life. If I had to do it again, no, not this time. Not this time. The man is giving a documentation. All right? He's giving a documentation. He presented to the Liberian people. So how do we measure all these things here, folks? Sidisha, if you don't take anything from the conversation here, how do you measure the thing here? If I were to ask you right now, let's look here. All right? It says here, education and training. So for the past 5 years, how many counties has we, government, participated and launched programs that provided and produces young people with vocational training? I want to see that data. I want to see that data. Gender equality, health and sanitation. Tell me what improvement, what percentage has we improved across the counties and across the country that we has improved. Let me see the report. Let me see the report. Let me see the report. How many communities across the country and in every county, when it comes to health and sanitation, that we has improved? I want to see the report, right? Because there are people who get money through the government that are supposed to implement this thing. Gender equality. Where is the report? How many gender in terms of female were in any administration? What was the percentage and what is the percentage today when it comes to George Weah? Youth orientation and empowerment. You heard a young man over there saying that he been sending over there. The government get their children and they're sending them abroad. So when it comes to George Weah, government, let's look at the youth. How many of the youth in the country today can come to you and walk up to you and say, for example, Jesse, yes, since we took office, I have gone to 2 vocational schools. I'm not equipped. I am a carpenter now, and I am an electrician. Why? Because when we came to power, we said youth reorientation and empowerment. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Physically challenged and senior citizen. Where did this thing came from? Where did it came from? Look at the country today. Police arresting people, not even sack you actually evaluating it. No sack evaluation. And they're putting them in jail. There are more senior citizens on the street than in the homes. So where is that report of progress? Sustainable economic growth. Where is the sustainable economic growth right now? When every part of that country is infested with corruption. Agriculture and forestry. The agriculture minister is under investigation for alleged corruption. And then you got a dumb man that Kev Hassan sitting over there. I don't know, somebody you gotta listen to Kev Hassan. You already got a problem. You already got a problem. Kev Hassan and I to have a conversation, that would be a disgrace to the high school diploma that I got. I'm telling you guys that. For someone like Kev Hassan and I to sit down and have a conversation, that would be an insult to my high school diploma I brought in this country here. I don't know. But maybe some of you guys got a different way of thinking. But for a man who lives in America here, that doesn't tell you how he earned his source of income and has nothing when it comes to managing people and improving the people's life. Many Liberians go and sit there and listen to him. Sometimes you guys too are part of the problem in our country. Because the exact thing I'm talking about here, what you saw from South Africa, how the South African government over time have made progress. Any citizen today who is measured, which I don't believe right now, should be able to bring to you we are accomplishment. Document or we are accomplishment that you can take and begin to verify things in the country. But if they're still telling you that we will do this, bear in mind that we is not running for the first time. We want to retain that position. And when you want to be in a position to retain your job, then you have to show people your performance from the past years. So when you see citizens try to justify, oh, we will do this, that is a failure. So when you listen to a dumb like Kev Hassan telling you that, oh, we'll improve the agricultural sector, guess what? On the platform, we has done nothing. Nothing, because it's one thing to initiate something, and it's another thing to sustain it. We had never launched any agricultural project in our country. Not even his government national policy on agriculture. So how can a dumb individual just get up and tell you that, oh, we got a policy? That just speak to the level of ignorance of this weird shit that listen to that guy. And some of you who are intelligent people, I'm just intellectually asking you, if that man is speaking, you need to walk away. He's not helping you. He's lowering your understanding to the highest degree. Every citizen should be speaking of the president's accomplishment now in every sector that is listed up on here. Every sector. Infrastructure development. It's not just necessary rules. Justice and human rights. Reconciliation. We are hit more people. When you look at we are reconciliation, he had divided the country more than where Ellie tried to unite the country. Security and national defense, nothing. Decentralization, another key component that were part of the war. We have done nothing about that. No improvement. And then you want to come here to argue here. You hit that leg button, folks. You hit that leg button. 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 We is very incompetent. Even a 5th grade student in Finland can better run a country than Mr. Weah. A 5th grade student can better run a country than George Weah. He was a mistake. And let not the Liberian make the second mistake again, because he will destroy that country. He will destroy the mind. It's not just working on a UN project. Working on UN project, if you remove the IMF, the World Bank, and the European Union from Liberia, Weah is done. Weah is done. Weah is done. Weah is done. There is nothing that Weah himself has developed on his own. Nothing. Absolutely nothing Weah has done to develop on his own. Nothing. When you look at the Minister of Agriculture, do you see anything on her webpage such as this? No. Do you see anything on her webpage like this? No. There's nothing on there. There is nothing on there, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing on there. When you see something like this is what we call sound leadership. All right? This is what you call sound leadership. In order to achieve something, to give you the opportunity. She's not the one that wrote this thing, yo. Look at it. I wrote this thing for many of them a long time ago. but because they just went in there to better themselves and now they're liberating people. That's what they did. That's who they are. But again, sedition don't come on the platform here. Go to Kev Hassan, but not on the platform. Because the platform will not give you the opportunity to say crap. I want you to take a good look and take a good look at this. Take a good look at this. Take a good look at this. This is what we call progress. The life of the majority of South Africans have vastly improved. Can you say they as a sedition for George Weah? No, because you see this country progress report, how the arrowhead is moving up. The moving up how arrowhead made progress is being made for the people of South Africa, because they're giving you pointers of data that have improved. So when any sedition comes to you and tells you, Joe, we are doing well, anybody's mouth can say anything. Let them bring a document to show to you, sector by sector. What have they done in the agricultural sector? What have they done in the forestry sector? What have they done in the environmental sector? What have they done in the water and sanitation sector? What are the improvements? They will not show you anything, folks. Nothing they will show you. Absolutely nothing. And that just go to show how incompetent this government is. Opposition, you got an opportunity, but you got to work hard towards that opportunity. Yes, you got to work hard towards it. This man had taken the country for a ride, and I think it's about time that he be given one term. But is it going to be easy? No. Do not underestimate him. Do not underestimate him. He's going to do everything possible to try to retain his position. But it takes a coordinated effort to get rid of him. And if you don't coordinate very well, he's going to go back in there. And he's going to mess the country up for a very good time. That's what he's going to do. He's going to mess it up for a very long time. So y'all got to be very, very, very careful with him. Yes. You got to be very, very careful with him. He ain't war for them. And again, when you see sedition in this country, don't bother yourself to argue with them. They live in one of the greatest planets on the face of the planet, but they are not behaving the people who have learned anything in this country when it comes to the well-being of any human being. They ain't worth. They ain't worth. They ain't worth. Until we can show us any progress, he ain't worth for them. He has wasted money upon money. Everything Tunisia will tell you about is right in Mosoro County. How can you be president of 15 counties and you only focus on Monrovia? And you only focus on Monrovia. And you only focus on Monrovia. That's how shameful it is. That's how shameful it is. The worst government ever in the country of Liberia. The worst. The worst. You can make we are president for 27 years. Liberia will never be at a place where Liberia is supposed to be. There is something called Murphy Law. The Murphy Law says anything that will be, it will be. You can make we are president for 27 years. You're not going to change nothing in our country. Nothing. Get we are 27 years that President Thomas had. Nothing going to change. Because the man is very dull. He's not smart. He's very dull. And Manasisi Coffee Red couldn't have put it better. Manasisi Coffee said, we are brain is in his leg. And she's serving in his government today. So what you guys got to say about that? I'm not the one that said it. She said it, and she is in his government. Maybe she did because she's a cruel woman. But the woman said it will be a calamity if God allows such a thing to happen. Because that man's brain is not up here. It's in his leg. And today, he still says she's working in his government. Do you think that's somebody that you want to take serious? No. There were people who came around Weah to help Weah. To help Weah. Thank you very much, Mia Johnson. To help Weah to be a successful person. But he pushed everyone of them away. So somebody who told him that his brain is in his leg, that person was right. That person was right. He doesn't have the brain up here. He got it right in his legs. And that's a man people will come to defend here. When good people who wanted to help him succeed, he turned against them. So you'll go around the 15 counties, you'll bring the documentation. I'm not going to listen to anybody here because I just go to show the limitation of sedition. You come here. When you come on this platform, this is not spoon platform here. No, this is not spoon platform. This platform here, we believe in the proof of what you say by presenting the evidence here. Not the dumb spoon platform. No. Not a dumb spoon platform. When I sit here to have conversation across my corporate network, I'm showing documentation, I'm proving it. So when I come here to have discussion on the issue of Liberia, why it is true that I'm talking to Liberians, the things that I'm talking about, it doesn't come by word of mouth. Weah has not produced any documentation. You see, when Weah went to Nima County and they gave me that Pro-Poll framework, wasn't that a document? Yes. But said that Pro-Poll framework was given to Weah. Has Weah come back now to say we back for the second term? This is how much we are accomplished through the framework? No. That's something I'm talking about right now. And you guys saw that day when you were in Nima, when Twelve gave that document and they were taking picture. So what has that document done? The Pro-Poll. What has it done for the Liberian people? Just get a 1 year report or 2 years. You can't find it anywhere. Then sedition want to come here and can't talk what? Talk what? This platform and that platform where you can't just be writing stuff around here. Go bring the documentation that shows that the people life getting better. The people have put their life on hold for 5 years, some of them for 17 years. You in America here, right now you do your job, you do your little thing. When 1 hour is missing from on your pay that you work for, you all want to work people there. But then when it comes to someone who put their life on hold for 17 years, and then you want to can't justify thing or all documentation, shame on you. We are exposing you here. The loyalty that sedition provided to George Weah supposed to be a two-way street. But George Weah had turned the people down. He had turned the people down. The people gave him their loyalty for 17 years. Not only did they give him that loyalty, they put their life on hold. The real hardcore and dedicated supporters on that ground in Liberia, they put their life on hold for 17 years. Some of them never worked, never went to school, nothing. But they committed themselves campaigning for George Weah. And he got elected. Instead of turning around and using that change for hope for the people, he replaced the hope and put the opportunity for myself. What did he do? He ran and built condominiums upon condominiums. What happened to the people that voted for him? Did he put the people first? No. How can you have a leader, by the time you took office, you running to build condominiums? That was a mistake. That was the mistake. Why, when you were senator, you didn't build that? Why, when you were peace ambassador, you didn't build the condominiums? I guess anybody that become president should just go and build things. But they will not see anything like that. They will not speak against anything like that. They will not ask themselves that question. Because they are coward. Every one of them are coward. That's why you shouldn't sit and have a conversation with them. Because for the mere fact that we have started all these years before becoming president, he didn't build those things. But the moment he became president, in less than 50 days, he launched that project. They will not come to you and say, I think you make a sense. You see, the centricity of being a Liberian cannot be seen in seditions. The centricity of being a Liberian is to see the wrong and say, you know what, I support this guy, but I think this thing is wrong. I think this thing is wrong. And there were many seditions in America here. I'm telling you now, don't Don't have conversation with them. Don't have conversation with them. Because you're not going to get anything better from them. There is no centricity of being a Liberian on certain issue. So don't have conversation with them. This man, all the time he sat down outside of the presidency, he never built a condominium. Not even one house. How come by the time he became president, he started building all these things? That would bring into question, where did he get that money from? Where did he get that money from? There's a man who said he came to create transparency, right? Instead of him changing the policy of asset declaration, he kept that. I hate to say that the government cannot issue its own policy to change things around. To change things around. Do you see any rationale behind that? You sat out all those years. You never put out a condominium. Nothing. But the moment you became president, what about the people who got their life on hold? People put their life on hold for 17 years. Why are they getting old every time? So you say in America here, they're living on hold. They go to work, they're getting paid, they're paying their bill, their life are improving. But they're getting old too, right? Fine. Because they're in the women land, the women are doing well for them. But their fellow citizens on the ground, who are under the leadership of George Weah, their life continue to be on hold as they watch George Weah building more condominiums, wearing the nicest clothes, buying the more expensive vehicle, and living large along with his ministers. Then they will go meet somewhere where the common people will come. They can barely get to the place on time because there is no means of transportation. And then they kind of have good dance. And then he goes back to his luxurious home. And the very people go back home with their left on hold. Then you got citizens who live outside of Liberia, want to come and justify things. You know why they don't want to live here? How can you say you got a government that you believe in that changing the people's lives, and you cannot go live to Liberia? I thought people who lost CDC when the government won, they should have gone to Liberia and lived there for the next 5 years, right? How come they stay in America here? That is the deception there. They know George Weah cannot solve their problem, because if they go down there, their life will be on hold and there will be no opportunity for them. So what do? They come here and live in their shame. You got career, right? You got skills. There are job opportunities in our country that can afford you to do what you're supposed to do, but they can't go there. Why they can't go there? Because they will not be able to get that opportunity that this country and other countries are giving to them. So what do? They sit there and falsely pretend that things are okay in Liberia. That is the dishonesty from them. That is the dishonesty from them. So any citizen who live in this country, do not waste your time to have any conversation with them. Do not waste your time to have any conversation with them, because they are not helping the situation on the ground. They are very complacent with what they have. Don't listen to them. They are not in the interest of the struggling masses of people in our country. That is why Montserrat County will become a battleground. That is why you got the other guy who just went to LPRC a few times. What did he do? Try to smuggle gasoline all of that place. Try to smuggle gasoline all that place. Because that's the only way they will not put their life on hold. So don't listen to them. They will go on spoon to sit that while and go listen to that crap. That man, do you know what he does for living here? They're waiting for 4 o'clock to come on and they can't get your rubbish. The CDC government does not have any national policy for anything. Any national policy in Lofa County. They signed a concession with a company that went beyond the scope of that contract and started to destroy the forest. And under the climate change agreement, there are certain forests that need to be preserved. They went and destroyed. Nothing was said about it. You think citizens will talk about that yet? No. As long as the job we are doing it, that's fine. You want to be job we are friend, just say Paku, you strong. So when you come on different platforms, because they got people who come and monitor their follower, they come to say, yeah, let's go on Jay Rennie show or let's go on other show to say and read all kind of crap. So our people then can justify what we want. That's what they do. They will come on different platforms and start to make all kind of remarks so that their people, their masters, because they are the slaves, their masters will say, yeah, I saw you on the show there. I saw you what you did. Thank you. Your little thing is coming to you. That's who they are. That's who they are. That's why they will never debate you on Joe Weah achievement. They will never. You will imagine by now all the comment they're making here right now. They will be giving you links, whether it's PDF, whether it's link to say, Brandy, yes, here is a link to Joe Weah accomplishment. Go and read it. Because Joe Weah, he said, doesn't have one. Nothing. The government is just moving like a cow with all wheel. Moving like a cow with all wheel. And that's the government you think we're going to listen to that? No. It is time that this government start wasting the people money. And one of the ways that you can stop it is by voting the man out of office. Is to take the man out of office. Take him out of office. You can get a man another 12 more years. Nothing going to change under the administration. Everything you see now is the same identical thing you're going to see 6 years from now, 12 years from now, 24 years from now. That's what you're going to see. It's not going to change anything. Got no idea, no clue. They have reached the maximum of anything they are capable of doing. There are problems in the country, but because the people around him don't have the means to solve these problems, they made the president to be like the foreign minister now of the country. He was in Ghana, came back, he going to Senegal. But when you look at other African leaders, they don't travel like that. But you got a leader who is less basic or making himself less basic. So what do you expect? He had no agenda. Absolutely no agenda. Absolutely no agenda at all. You guys giving Weah a second chance is going to destroy Liberia for the next 50 years. Why? You see, when the war came, Liberia in the 20th century was transitioning to becoming a, how do you call it, middle-class country. But because the war came and interrupted that process, since the war came to an end, Ellen Johnson said he got elected. It was an opportunity that Liberians returned home and began to build a middle-class society. We missed that, but the opportunity still presented itself under the Weah administration. But with Weah high level of incompetency and selfish and greedy individual around him, they decided to push away meaningful Liberians. And what have they done to the country today? The worst things. Worse. Every smart individual that started with the CDC today, they have all been pushed away. They are all been pushed away because of the massive corruption that is taking place in the CDC government. And those who spoke against it, they became nobody important to them. Today, I watched Yeke Koluba trying to challenge Mr. Buffer Chima. You see, Buffer Chima is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Buffer Chima is a guy who came here and took on another guy's document and went back to Liberia and say, oh, his name is Buffer Chima. How can a man who born to a Nigerian parents and live in Maryland get a name by the name of Buffer Chima? Do you think that name makes sense? Born to a Nigerian parent, raised in Maryland, then he calls himself Buffer Chima. This man, when he was a single representative, used to come all the time on different shows talking about the Ellen government, how Ellen is doing this, how Ellen is doing that. But today, He's in our Senate. I mean, in our House of Representatives as Speaker. And there's nothing he's saying about the same corrupt thing that he used to accuse Ellen legislature of. You see the dishonesty there, folks? That is the dishonesty. So what do you expect of these other low-hanging fruit sedition around here? Don't see sedition in America here wearing nice clothes, get close to on. Up here, it's not too good. Do not be deceived by the clothes you see them wearing in the United States here and think that they're going to give you anything here. No. Their sense of rationing things, their sense of understanding to rationalize things is very, very low. Very, very low. They see the errors, but they are not willing because that's who they are. They're living in a mind of no comprehension at all. That's where they live. So the people of Liberia continue to suffer and suffer and suffer. This is an opportunity that they can use to improve. This year, should be providing what? Should be providing his achievement record. He got none. He got none. He got none. Has none. Every government in a second term should be able to use that platform they use in the first round. Because you see, when you run on a platform, that platform becomes your policy. And that policy will be applicable to every sector that will be under your control. And then at the end of your first term, the progress that measure your success should be why the people should re-elect you. But I have put out a challenge out there. Go across the 15 counties. Bring 5 to 10 people under the WIA education and training, youth orientation, and empowerment. Give me 5 to 10 Liberians across the 15 counties that were not in any skills in 2018, but over the past 5 years, today, they are now people with skills that can go out there and independently work for themselves. You cannot get it. But then you will still see some of them around here because they live in the women world. And even though they live in the women world, they don't understand what it means to be an individual with a goal, with a plan. And how does that come to reality? By encouraging the government to do the best. But sedition will not have the conversation. So let me give you one thing. Never get in any conversation with sedition from now to next year. If they don't provide you with a document of WIA success, don't take their word by mouth. Because right now, I can tell you I got millions of dollars in my bank account, which I don't have. If I continue to insist, don't I need to show you proof? Yes. So when they come to you and tell you, we are doing well, yes, it's free talk. Talk is cheap. But when you ask them to give you documents that you can use to verify the thing they say, they will never say that. Because WIA is not document oriented. He doesn't understand this thing. All the time we are playing football, did you see we are playing with documents? No. All the time we are playing football, he never play with documents. So he's not trained to understand that when you're doing something, it must be tracked. Doesn't understand that. And this is where the country is growing every day. So seditions do not have conversation with them, especially the ones that are abroad. They are not measured in their thought. If I support the CDC government, what I think would be the best to have a conversation is to provide documentation. Like I told you guys, if you in South Africa, and somebody try to argue about the ANC party, here is your proof. You can provide this proof. You can provide a proof to say this is what the South African government under the ANC has done for the people of South Africa. And let people go and read it and discuss it. because they've been in power since 1994. But since 2018, you have this thing here, and there's no way that you can provide any progress report on these things. No progress report. But one thing you can see, the change for hope, replace the hope with the change for opportunity. They all are giving themselves opportunity when the Liberian people who supported them still got their left on hold. How embarrassing it is. That's how embarrassing it is, folks. So, Sedition, don't waste your time on the platform. Next year is election. If the people elect George Weah again, the opposition must blame themselves for not disseminating the information very well. Because George Weah is in no position of becoming president again. He's in no position. He has proven himself to be beyond incompetent. But the people must get the message. And that message to get to the people, it has to be coordinated. That is the challenge that I see. If not, they will go and put him right back because the information wasn't disseminated right. But it's clear, it's picture clear that Mr. Weah is very, very incompetent. There is nothing he has shown to you. There is nothing he has done that should even give you 1% of seeing reason why he should be re-elected. Nothing has changed in the life of the typical people, from the marketeers to the handicapped, to the labor force, to the people in the community getting justice. Nothing. But the people need to understand these things. They need to understand it. And never argue with citizens that live in the Western world. Because what they see here, they are not willing to change. You know the saying, you can take the man from in the interior and bring him to Monrovia, but the interiorness will not change. You can take the citizen from Liberia and bring him and even carry him to the White House. His mindset will never change because he was programmed that way. He was conditioned that way. So we got a lot of work to do. The message need to go beyond. You know, go beyond Facebook. Right now, we are broadcasting on YouTube and other places now. So you might want to go on YouTube and look for Free Voice. Go on YouTube. Who's that? You know, go on YouTube, all right, and look for Free Voice, J. Randy Free Voice, and how they call it, and subscribe. So right now we are on YouTube here. We are on Facebook, and we also on Twitch. So go on YouTube and begin to subscribe to this channel, because we are going big now. So hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. I got a call coming up from 1 to 3. Yes, from 1 p.m. to 3. It is called a progress report call. We're not going there to go be talking. Yeah, you're going to be talking. No. It is a leadership program. I mean, a leadership meeting where everybody's going to be live just like this. And you're going to be presenting. You're not going to go there and just going to say, oh, yeah, we did it, we did this. No. So, any citizen that want to argue with you, any citizen that want to have a conversation with you, let them provide you George Weah progress report. Tell them I want to see the percentage of electricity adding supply for the past 12 years, and I want to see the gain that we have made over that percentage. I want to see that. All right? Look at the man. What the man say here? Let me see the other man. The man say, let me put another statement on here. Let me see the other man. The other man, everything can carry. The other man, everything can carry. He say, hustle, J. Randy, we can understand. Do I know that somebody that hustle? You have to make all kind of comment. I love your comment. You got me all kind of comment there. Love your comment there. Also, sometimes you gotta be careful how you use the words. You gotta be very careful. You see, I sit in my office here. I'm not going to work. I'm waiting for time for me to get on my company ELT call. It's called Executive Leadership Team Meeting. All right? Executive Leadership Team Meeting. I'm going to be on that call to be part of a high-level conversation. And then you're talking about somebody on the hustle. You might want to think again. You might want to think again. Your man Samuel Toa in the country here, he couldn't survive here, he ran away. How he's surviving in Liberia now, I don't know. But what I do know, he don't go to bed, sleep sound like the way I sleep sound. So you are entitled to using your words freely. You are entitled to using your word freely. But for me, I live one of the happiest life. Right after here, I'm going to get on the executive leadership team. And then from here, I'm going to go out there and do what I need to do. But the Liberian people come first. Not because I had that opportunity here, meaning that I should ignore things in Liberia. No. And that's why I'm in this thing here, not for friendship, not for party line. I'm in it for the people of Liberia. Because where I have reached, I'm grateful to God. But when you support an individual who continues to harm the Liberian people, and when somebody comes to tell you the truth, and then you want to get upset, you are the one that need to look inside yourself. You got nothing to justify sedition. Please give me. Oh, you want a name? All right, let me just give you the name right here, quick here before I leave. Let's see here. I'm coming there. All right, free voice. I'm coming right now. Let me just tap it here. I'll copy it right now. All right. Let me just copy it here for you. To you. Let me just copy it here for you. All right, dear Randy here. Okay. Looking for it right here. Okay. Let me copy it for you here. Yes. Looking for it right now, right? There you go. It's right here. All right. So we got it right here. I should be broadcasting right now. Let me see. Yep. There you go. Right here. So let me just capture that for you. All right. So I'm going to copy it and paste it right there. All right. So I got it for you guys. So let me put it into the chat here for you guys to see that here. That is somehow we just can't enslave ourselves like that for nothing. No. I would never enslave myself. Look, let me see the other man. My man, you're going to be black today. You're going to be black. You're going to be black. You're getting too emotional here. What they call it, man, here? Let me see here. You're going to be black today. You're going to be black here. Let me see. I saw some kind of comment here right now. You're going to be black. Sis to you, I just posted that thing. You see why I say Dapo 14? We'll check it out there. Right there. That's the twitch down there. Let's see here. Some of you guys, if you come on the show here and you want to bring your rebel ways here, I will not allow you here to bring your rebel ways here. Let me see here. Yes, you got to be very, very right. So, Mr. What's his name here? Mr. Caesar, you're going to be black today. Yes, you can disagree with people, but you cannot be very rude. So, Mr. Caesar, that statement, you're going to be black today. Yes. You're going to be black today, my friend. You are going to be black, Mr. Caesar. Unless you apologize. That's the only way I will let you stay here. But if you don't apologize, you're going to be black. I'm telling you now. Yes. You have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined, Caesar. If you work to my place and you behave like that, you won't be facing suspension. So if you don't apologize, I will block you. I'm waiting for you. You have to apologize now. Oh, yeah, my boy D Black. Yeah, this is my guy that always watching me on fit. You see here, this guy, Noble Kid always, and guys, subscribe to J Randy channel. There you go, right here. This is one of my guys who always listen to me right here. Right here. See? Yeah, he always listens. So as you can see right here, he always listen to me by way of YouTube. That's my guy right here. I love him. I need to speak to the guy one of these days. He always watch me on YouTube. Yes. Thank you very much, Noble Kid. Noble Kid is a very nice guy. I love him so much. I need to speak to him one of these days. He has to apologize. He needs to apologize. If he doesn't apologize, I'm going to block him. I'm going to block him. You know, when you run an organization, there are policy rules that guide people's behavior. If he doesn't apologize, he will be black. This is not Spoon FM. No. Liberia is destroyed because we don't put right to where right belong. We don't let people know. We don't allow people to be going places. So you have to apologize. If you don't apologize, I will block you. I'm telling you now. You have to apologize. All right? If you don't apologize, because let me tell you, not everybody born in a society supposed to be, and not everybody born in a society need to be in a society. No. All right? You don't see the info, I just posted it for you. All right, I will send it to you in your inbox. Let me send it to you in your inbox right now. All right, let me send it to you in your inbox. Let me go get it. While I wait for that other man. When I come back, he doesn't apologize. I will eventually block him. So, my friend, while I wait for that other man. When I come back, he doesn't apologize. Oh my God, I hear myself on the YouTube channel here too. Wow. All right. Maybe I can share the YouTube channel. Let me see if I can share the YouTube channel here. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can share the YouTube channel here with you guys. So let me share the YouTube channel here with you guys. All right. Let me share the YouTube here. Let me share the YouTube here. And let me share with you guys here. All right. So let's look at the YouTube here. Let me share the YouTube here. All right. Where is it? All right, right here. That is right here. Let's see here. Actually, all right, there you go, right here. All right, so there go the YouTube channel right here. I'm about to share the YouTube channel with you guys now. So there go the YouTube channel right here. I will eventually block him. There go the YouTube channel here. That's the YouTube right there. Wow, wait for that other man. When I come back, he doesn't apologize. So that go to YouTube right here. That's the YouTube God. Right here. I hear myself on the YouTube channel here too. Wow. So that's the YouTube channel here, guys. You can Maybe see I can share the YouTube channel. Let me see if I can share the YouTube channel here. All right. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can share the YouTube channel here with you guys. So that right here. So let me share the YouTube channel here with you guys. All right. Let me share the YouTube here. Load to the top right. Let me share the YouTube free voice. Let me share with you guys here. So just type in J Randy free voice. So right here. Let's look at the YouTube here. Let me share the YouTube here. J Randy free voice. Right. All right. So let me start the share quick here. Where is it? All right, right here. Okay. Right here. So you just see that now. So it's already going now. All right, so. There you go, right here. All right. So there go the YouTube channel right here that I'm about to. So I'm back now. So you saw that, right? So just tap in J Randy free voice. You will, when you go to YouTube, just tap in J Randy free voice. You will see the YouTube channel there. All right. So again, yes. So that's why. All right, cool. So I'll be on YouTube because nowadays we're trying to go on YouTube. A lot of people are encouraging me to go on YouTube. So if the guy don't apologize for that word he used, I'm going to block him. All right, I'm going to block him. Yes, I'm going to block him. So say he decided not to do that, we need to have disciplined people here. He's going to be black. He's going to be black. In every organization, we must let people know that you cannot just get up because of emotional reaction and start to use different words around here. Yes. Yes. He has to be black. He has to be black. In fact, he's my friend here. I'm going to block him. See, it's one thing. When you're making your conversation, you're striking your points. But when you get up, oh, my man, you lied too much. You lied too much. That's very emotional and aggressive. And I can't keep that here. Because the next thing you find out person doing is to putting their hands on somebody. Verbal expression can be very, very dangerous. It's something to say, you know what, Randy, I disagree with you on this. Because there are choices of words. You know, there are times they will tell you, say, they are do not use words, and there are do you words you can use. They don't, and they do. You don't come here, oh, you lie. Those kind of words are aggressive words. All right? Now, if you work to a place in this country, all right, when you work to a place in this country, and you're in a conversation, you don't just get on and just say, you lie. No, if you're having a conversation, you disagree with me, which I'm open to, is to say, look, I disagree with you, Randy. I think you are SSYZ. I have no qualms with that. But when you start using certain words, I see the aggressiveness in it, then it becomes a concern to me, because if you use an aggressive word, the next thing now, you have to reach out to the person to go ahead, put your hands on the person. So now that he apologized, we're sparing that. We're sparing that. But Liberia needs to be disciplined. Our country needs some discipline. This country, they call it the United States, the reason there are more dangerous people in the country here. But what keeps them at bay is the law they got in place here. And Liberia even come half of an inch to the behavior. But because the people got laws in place, that is why people are still keeping their cool. So on Facebook, you need to show some level of professional conversation. For example, J. Randy, I disagree with you. All right? I'm not insulting George Weah here. All I'm saying that Mr. Weah is incompetent. Anybody can tell you that you are not fit for a role. That does not mean they're insulting you. Anybody can tell you that you are incompetent because what you're doing is show that you are. These are words that people put together in the professional world to say you are incompetent. If you want to make yourself competent, because the opposite of incompetent is to be competent. So if you're having trouble with that, don't come and say, oh, this one. Many of you guys on Facebook, oh, J. Randy and Cummings together. So J. Randy and Cummings, they are both. Some of you guys got problem. When you're talking about CDC, nobody got problem. Yes. When you're talking about CDC, nobody got problem. What makes you think that CDC is not wrong? What makes you think that CDC is not wrong? Do you think CDC is always correct? Do you think Joe Weah is always correct? When Joe Weah went and punched that guy in the face, and we heard that he missed out on the Ballon d'Or for the second time. In our sedition on that committee, they're going, oh, get a man the Ballon d'Or for the second time. No, but they try to instill discipline in George Weah. And that what sedition, your lack of party discipline. When you come to have conversation, you need to come with that agape feeling. You live in America here. All right? The very men you're talking about, the very men are making the noise here. All right? Let me show you this man picture here. All right? Yeah, you see right here. All right? The very man here. All right? The Chad Freeman man, there you go here. He got a beautiful picture where he is, where you can see him right now. He got a nice looking boat that he's so proud of. And right now, he's sitting in a plane. He's a citizen, right? What makes him think that other citizens on the ground cannot leave that country, get on a plane, and take a photo? And Joe Weah is not giving that opportunity. But he can get on a plane and take a picture. Do you know how many young people in Liberia also want to get on a plane to take a picture? Even though they are citizens. And then when someone all come to say, these people need to get the same opportunity, and the opportunity can come based on what we have promised these people. If somebody get a skill as an electrician, as a plumber, the little money they get from that job will afford them to buy a plane ticket and travel to any part of the world and take a picture. But is we are making that possible? But you're the citizen in America here, you will be proud to post your children picture. You will be proud to post your accomplishment. But what about your fellow citizen on the ground? Have you guys ever thought about that to advocate for them? That is why I don't feel engaged in you guys, because you don't have empathy. When you say nobody's stupid here, you are the one who telling the citizen on the ground that we're not stupid here. We love our own life. We're not coming over there, but we tell you guys that you guys are the one that's stupid. Because your life is not on hold. Your age, you're getting older every day, but you're accomplishing something on a daily basis. So that means you're not stupid here. But the people who are seditious on the ground, they are the one who, when you say nobody's stupid here, they are the ones who are stupid. Because they have put their life on hold for many of you guys. And in the end, they are the ones who are stupid here. Because you're not doing anything to help them. So guys, I gotta go, man. See you guys. I see you guys, all right? I see you guys. Jerome, you have to go to Georgia and tell him to provide a 5 years progress report. I'm not here to argue with you. But the last time I checked, you told me say you're not in politics. You said you're a businessman that wouldn't want your business to be in Liberia. You think I forgot it? You are one of the deceitful men too. You are one of the deceitful men. So the guy they call Jerome, he wanted a deceitful man. See this guy? This guy, he wanted a deceitful man. I spoke to him years back, 9 years back, I think last year. He told me, oh, I'm a businessman. I'm not with the CDC. But here is he today, coming to justify things for the CDC. These are the people that don't care for Liberia. He lives in the state of Texas. He get his daily bread. He enjoy himself. Do you think he care for the common man in the street? The market woman you saw suffering, why you think he care? I cannot have a conversation with such a person like that. You know, I cannot have a conversation with such a person like that. A real Liberian who calls himself seditious will always focus on the issue that is affecting the people. That is affecting the people. But he doesn't have that feelings. So when they come here to justify things, I'm not going to disown him. I'm not going to do anything. But I'm not going to make him relevant because he's very irrelevant right now. He comes to argue with no documentation, no proof. So opposition, the opportunity presents itself. You need to strategize to make sure you're getting me elected. All right? So ANC people, the boys in your coat. You guys are the only party that I see right now because I say either WIA or Cummings. So as I see it, WIA is not doing anything at all. All right? So I see you guys. Thank you. All right? You can always subscribe to my YouTube channel and stuff like that. Bye, guys.